PresentPlay Stories. Hi, Samantha.
Hello, Vital. It's so nice to meet you in person for the first time.
It's awesome to meet you. Samantha, tell everyone a little bit about your family and where you live and that kind of thing.
So I live in Australia, in Victoria. I live in a quite cold area. We've just moved there in July last year. So we moved in the middle of winter, lots of rain, lots of transitions. And when we moved here, I found out I was pregnant with my fourth child. So that was very exciting. I'd been trying for a little while to have our fourth baby, and he was born 4 weeks ago. So I have a 8-year-old girl whose name is Sydney. I have a 6-year-old boy and his name is Xavier. I have a 3-year-old and she is Celine, and then we have our 4-week-old Jordan. And we all live together in a small little 3-bedroom apartment because we run a hotel, and it is quite crazy in our little 3-bedroom apartment. I never was really at a point of pulling my hair out, even having 3 children, but I just knew things could be better. I just knew things could be better, and I wanted to be living our best life and our lives not to revolve around screens. I wanted the kids to be playing. I wanted them to really have that connection with themselves. I wanted them to learn how to be bored. I wanted them to learn just to use their own imaginations much more than they were. And I just felt that Present Play has helped immensely in those aspects. I was becoming aware of peaceful parenting and becoming more conscious as a parent. And I was finding it really hard to connect with anybody else that wanted to parent along the same lines as me. I felt isolated. I didn't have anybody else I could turn to. And I'd say to my mum, "Oh, I'm going to do this." And she said, "Well, how are you going to do that? You need consequences, you need punishment, you need to be doing it this way." And I was just so frustrated and caught up in, how am I going to go on with this journey? I don't feel right parenting in those ways, and it was very stressful. It was very stressful to have everybody around me saying, "You're parenting wrong," but in my heart knowing that I wanted to parent in a different way. Another thing was screens. Screen time was just becoming too much, and my kids were wanting to watch television all the time, and I realized that in order to be able to take out screens from our lives, that it was up to me. I needed to be the one that said, okay, no more screens, but then at the same time, you've got to be able to replace that with something. And I was like, well, what am I going to replace? Like, I have to be there in the beginning to help them play and relearn how to play and take that screen time away. And that, I guess, is where Present Play came in. So we have a basis and a foundation for them to go, okay, Mum said no screens, what can I do? Oh, the messy area is set up. I can go and sit and play and paint, and just having the setup of that messy space, which I've only been part of the group since October, but I've only just sort of like finished setting all that up. But now that it's there, they can just go and grab the materials. The thing, sit down and make a creation, and then they're busy and occupied while I'm feeding the baby, or I've got the 3-year-old and she's sitting next to me playing puzzles, because the puzzles are easily accessible. That was the other thing, the clutter. Oh, how much we had in the house. And it's just been taking and curating and taking all their toys and saying, do you really need this? It just makes the house so much easier to be in when you don't have all these advertisements around the house, and the kids aren't constantly saying, I want to buy this, I want you to get this, and do all this kind of stuff. So all the information that I've received from being in Present Play has helped immensely. But Present Play as well, because of the Facebook group, it's helped me immensely in being able to put all these things together and bring them into our family and our house. I was on the fence for quite a while, and then I just sat there and said, no, if I want this to be my lifestyle, if I need to be immersed in it. You can't just sit there and keep watching the parenting junkie YouTube videos all the time if this is what you really want. If you want to have this as part of your lifestyle, well, then you need to be part of it. You need to just jump in, because if you're sitting on the fence, you're always going to be on the fence. You're never going to actually be living what the life you want to live. And if this is the kind of lifestyle you want for you and your family, then you just need to do it. You just need to get in there and do it and immerse yourself and have it surrounding you, because the more it is around you and the more that you're talking to other people through Facebook and watching all the videos, the more it will become a part of your life. And it's never going to become a part of your life if you're sitting on the fence. And you're going to miss the boat, and then time is going to go on. You said, oh, I should have done that last year. And you'll be like, oh, if only I had. So just, if this is what if you're on the fence, you're thinking, and at first I thought, especially with the exchange rate to Australian dollars, I'm on the year membership. I thought, oh, but it's the price of what, 4 coffees a month, and for the month, and there's a lot that you gain out of it, and you don't realize it sort of like permeates through your life. Yeah, like I was sitting here before, I was trying to think, what am I going to say? And then I realized my whole house is really based on the Play Architect. But yeah, if you're sitting on the fence and you're like, just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
PresentPlay Stories.